Hello, ladies and gentlemen, as Bunnysays, I wanted to introduce you to this last file. It turns out I was going to continue on with this story and then append it to the last file, as I was talking about in the last session. But it turns out that I ended up playing for there's an entire other path that you have to go down, and you'll be seeing in this session here. That ended up taking me another like 45 minutes to go down, and it was an entirely new area, so I was surprised. And luckily I recorded it all, so I couldn't just append this to the last file, otherwise the last session will end up being like 2 hours long, or like an hour and 45 minutes long or something. As it is, this session will end up being longer than normal. It'll be about 45-50 minutes. And what I did was I restarted the game, and I made a new character, and I wanted to show you that character real quick. I started in the story mode, basically the easy mode, the cheat mode, or whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. But luckily I only had to roll twice to make a character. The first time I had a really low stamina, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind, I stopped. This time I rolled a 19 stamina, and I was like, okay, I was like, alright, well, let's see what the skill is. Then I ended up rolling 11 skill. I rolled a 5, and I was like, oh, okay, let me check out what the luck is. And I ended up rolling a 6. So I was like, even though stamina seemed a little low, I thought, well, whatever, the skill is real high and the luck is real high, I won't need as much stamina. And I noticed these things here. It turns out, I thought you could only use the extra heal once. I thought it was basically the equivalent of an extra potion of strength. But apparently you could use it all the time. I never use these free choice or rewind things. I don't know what those do really, but I'm assuming, I think the free choice was you could pick any option, whether you have like stuff or not, whether, whatever you want. Well, let me check it actually. Free choice will unlock any block links in the current section. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I was talking about you could do that, but it might screw up some of the game if you don't have the appropriate stuff that you needed. Alright. Are you sure I want to go back one step? Okay, then I guess the rewind button. I guess the rewind button is the same thing as having a bookmark for the last section, But anyway, I'm going to append this to I will append this to the beginning of my the section where I started recording, and you'll hear this at the beginning of it. And so I just want to warn you, this will be an extra long session, and I want to say this ahead of time. Extra long being about 50 minutes, I think. But it is the last session, and it is the end, and I made sure. So if you want to stay tuned and get to the end, and remember, it is an entirely new section. So you will not be listening to me saying the same thing over and over again. It is an entirely new path. I was really surprised. But anyway, okay, I'm going to append this to the front, and you'll hear me talking, so. And that'll be me in the next session, in the long session, so. Okay, just want to say ahead of time, and thank you for joining me. So continue on, and you'll hear the end finally. Okay, goodbye. Hi, I'm back again. Just real quick, I wanted to show you something that was sort of interesting. Remember this room with the skeleton sitting on a throne, and he has a parchment in his hand, and there's an alcove behind him? And you get the parchment, and you go to the alcove, and there's a book, I think, or something, whatever it is. But after you defeat him, when you take the parchment, he wakes up, and after you defeat him, nope, there's okay, here it was. There's two doors. There's a north door and a west door. There's a cupboard. You get some iron spikes and a mallet, and there are two doors, the west and north. If you go to the north door, I found the place where you get the sapphire. Now it says you go through a tunnel and you see a door with a hand nailed to it. So if you open the door, turn to 210, you see a guy chained to a wall here. So this is where you get the sapphire. It says you enter a room in which a man in tattered clothing is standing chained to the wall by his left arm. You see that his right hand is missing and realize that his must be the hand nailed to the door. Pleading for mercy, he cowers back from you as far as his chains will allow. If you wish to cut him free from his chains, turn to 27. You step up to the frightened man and cleave the chain with your sword. He drops to his knees and bows, thanking you over and over again. He tells you that 4 years ago, he entered the Trial of Champions but failed. He fell down a pit and had to be rescued by a trial master, one of Baron Succumbert's dungeon administrators. He was offered a choice between death or servitude in Deathtrap dungeon, as the trial master's minion. Choosing the latter, he worked like a slave until he could stand it no longer and tried to escape. Alas, he was unsuccessful and was captured by the trial master's wandering orc guards. To teach him a lesson, they cut off his hand and condemned him to a year's imprisonment in the cell. You ask him whether he has any, it says was, it should say has, any information that he might be of use to you. He scratches his head. Well, I haven't exactly done very well in here myself, he says, but I do know that you will need to collect gems and precious stones if you hope to get out. I don't know why, but there it is. Without another word, the ragged prisoner dashes out of the room, turning left into the tunnel. You decide to keep heading north and turn right into the tunnel. Turn to 78. Okay, there is an open pipe in the right-hand wall, about a meter in diameter. It is too dark to see far down it. You shout into it, and hear your voice echoing down the iron pipe until eventually the sound fades away. If you wish to crawl down the pipe, turn to 301. To rather continue north, turn to 142. So I went down the pipe, and the pipe is wet and slimy, but you crawl on into the dank darkness, slithering and sliding as you go. Suddenly your hand touches something hard and square, which feels as if it is made out of wood. It rattles as you shake it. You decide you must be holding a box. If you wish to crawl back out of the pipe and examine your find, turn to 162. If you rather press on, turn to 4. Now, if you press on, you just die. It says you slide down a pipe and don't realize it, and you get caught and you die. But if you crawl back out and examine the box, you see it here. It says, removing the box lid by the light of the tunnel, you find an iron key and a large gem. There's a sapphire. You gain 1 luck point. Placing the items carefully in your backpack, you set north once again. Turn to 142. Okay, and then you get to the branch in the tunnel. Now if you see here, is the goblins. I fought the goblins, but instead of going to the jewel-eyed skull, the mirror demon, I went north and got the sapphire. Now you get a chain man in the open pipe. So I'm going along here. Okay, there's a new branch in the tunnel to your left. Now you see 2 bodies lying on the floor. You stop and peer down the new tunnel, but seeing no doors or creatures, you decide against walking down it. Your sword drawn, you walk to over to where the bodies lie. Turn to 338. The bodies are those of 2 orc guards. At least one of your rivals in the Trial of Champions must still be ahead of you. A quick search of the bodies produces nothing apart from the necklace of teeth hanging around the neck of one of the orcs. If you wish to wear the necklace, turn to 123. If you're rather south north, now I believe this is the good necklace, right? Wasn't that good? Yeah, the necklace is an amulet of strength. You gain 1 skill point and 1 stamina point, and continue north, turn to 282. Now that's where we meet Throm. Okay. That's it. Alright, that's good. Alright, so I'll be back in a moment. You'll see, I'll stop here and I'll continue on until I get to the end. So just hang on and you'll hear me again. Okay, here's something new I just want to show you here. Now, I just got to the part where the servant was, the guy is carrying the tray with the food. And I gave him some of my provisions. Now I just went north. And this is something new here. This is the thing he was talking about, I think. He tells you that there's a chair or something like that with a secret thing in it. So, let's take a look at this. Set back in an arched alcove in the tunnel wall, you see an ornate wooden chair carved in the shape of a demon-like bird of prey. If you wish to sit in the chair, turn to 324. If you'd rather keep going north, we're in 188, so let's sit in the chair. Have you talked to the crippled servant of the Trial Masters? Yes, I have. Turn to 256. Remembering the old man's advice, you search the arm of the chair for a secret panel. You find an almost invisible crack in the arm, which you start to press and squeeze. Suddenly, a tiny panel springs out of the arm, and you see a glass vial lying in a cavity. You pick it out and read the label, Doppelganger Potion, 1 dose only. This liquid will make you assume the shape of any nearby living being. You place the strange potion in your backpack and you continue north, turn to 188. Okay, the tunnel steam starts to slope downwards and finally comes to an end to the deep pool enclosed by the tunnel wall. If you can remember the Spirit Girl's poem, turn to 155. If you've not seen the Spirit Girl, turn to 224. Okay, I remember the poem. The poem was, I don't remember. Oh, okay. When corridor doth water meet, do not make a quick retreat. Take a breath and jump deep in if your trial you hope to win. Okay. The words of her poem flash through your mind. When corridor doth meet, do not make a quick retreat. Of course, it is here that she wants you to dive into the water. Now you must decide what to do. Let's take a look at the map here. I'll say this is what we're looking at. Is dwarf like a revenge with Throm? Okay, let's do this. Let's dive into the water. 378. Okay, somewhat nervously you take a deep breath and dive into the dark pool. The northern wall does not project very far beneath the surface of the water, and you decide to take the risk and swim under it. You soon start gasping for air and are forced to swim upwards. You try not to think about the fact that you may be trapped in an old submerged tunnel and are very relieved when you surface into cool air. You're on the other side of the wall, and you can see the tunnel rising out of the water and continuing north into the distance. You wade out of the water and check the contents of your wet backpack. Okay, let's mark it here. Okay, I don't want to lose anything. Test your luck. 4. Oh, 3. Okay. If you're lucky, turn to 112. Apart from 2 portions of your provisions, which were saturated and are now inedible, all your other possessions remain intact. You repack them carefully inside your backpack and set off north again. Turn to 356. Okay, there is an opening in the left-hand side of the tunnel wall. You're standing at the entrance of a large cavern, for which you can hear a woman's voice crying for help. You can just make out the shape of a human figure rolling about on the floor at the back of the cavern. Well, this is not the Medusa. I have never been here before. Okay, let's check this out. I guess there's a certain way you have to go to finish this dungeon, I guess. To get all the gems and stuff, so maybe this is the way. Okay, if you wish to enter the cavern and investigate, turn to 170. Let's do it. Oh, okay, there's a woman there with a dagger and a giant snake wrapped around her, a boa constrictor or something, and killing her. Okay, oh, okay. As you approach the prostrate figure, you see that this is one of your rivals in the Trial of Champions. It is in fact the elf, and she is fighting for her life in the bone-crushing grip of an enormous boa constrictor. If you wish to help her, turn to 281. If you'd rather leave her to defend herself and walk back to the tunnel and head north, turn to 192. No, let's help her. With one swipe of your trusty blade, you behead the boa constrictor. You uncoil its massive body from around the elf and try to resuscitate her. Her eyes open a little, but you can see that there is no hope. She looks at you and smiles, then says in a whisper, "Thank you. I know it's too late for me, but I will tell you what I've learned. Your way lies ahead, but you need gems to unlock the final door. One of them, a diamond. But I do not know what the others are. Alas, I have not found a diamond, but would urge you to look for one. Good luck." Her eyes close and she slumps down onto the cold floor. You watch sadly as she breathes her last. You take 2 of her daggers and search her leather backpack. Inside, you find some unleavened bread, a mirror, and a bone charm in the shape of a monkey. If you wish to eat the bread, turn to $3.99. Sure, why not? Oh wow, I have 4 stamina. Okay. If you'd rather just take the mirror and the charm and return to the tunnel head north, let's eat the bread. The bread contains secret elven healing herbs. You gain 3 stamina points. Feeling sad and emboldened, you back away from the mirror and the charm and leave the cavern to head. No, I wanted the mirror and the charm. What are you doing? No? Whoa. Okay, no. Okay, I don't need the 3 stamina points. Let's go back to that. Okay, let's investigate. Help her. She tells us about the gem. Let's get the charm and the mirror. Walking along the tunnel, you notice an iron grill in the floor. If you wish to stop and lift it up, turn to 120. If you prefer to keep walking, turn to 292. Okay, let's stop and lift it. 120. Lying in a hole about a meter deep, you see a grappling iron and a leather pouch. If you wish to reach down for them, turn to 228. If you'd rather ignore them, turn to 292. Okay. Grappling iron and leather pouch. Okay, let's grab them. Reach down into the hole. Suddenly the blood runs cold as you feel something warm and sticky wrapping itself around your arm. You manage to pull your arm out of the hole, but a hideous tentacled limb with unbelievably strong suckers is clinging to your arm. By the time you manage to cut yourself free, your arm is trembling with pain. Test your luck. Okay, I rolled a 3. If you're lucky, turn 150. Okay. Well, having had the sense not to put your sword arm into the hole, the effect of the tentacle arm are not too serious. You lose 1 skill point. Reach back into the hole and pull out the grappling iron in the leather pouch. Inside the pouch, you find a tiny brass bell. You pack away your new possessions and continue north. Now wait a minute. Do I have the elf's mirror? Yeah, I do have all that stuff. Okay. And by the way, if you... Oh wow, free choice. Okay, rewind, heal. I didn't realize you had all this stuff here. Okay, alright. Let's continue to 292. A door comes into your view in your left-hand wall of the tunnel. You listen carefully at the door but hear nothing. The door is not locked and the handle turns easily. If you wish to open the door, turn to 93. If you'd rather keep walking along the tunnel, turn to 230. Wow, I'm totally in a different place. Okay. Let's bookmark this. I guess this is the way to go. Right, let's open the door, 93. Okay, here is a chest. It's a suspicious looking chest. Very suspicious. Okay. The door opens into a small dark room, which is empty apart from a sturdy wooden chest lying on a shelf in the far wall. The floor is thick with dust, and you can clearly see fresh footprints leading from the door to the chest and back again. You wonder whether one of your rivals is still ahead of you on the walk, or whether the chest has only recently been placed on the shelf or one of the trial masters. Oh, okay, I've totally forgot about that. If you wish to enter the room and open the chest, turn to 284. If you rather keep walking, turn to 230. Let's open the chest. Have you drunk a potion found in the black leather book? Yes, I have. Turn to 398. Although you cannot see any visible trap, you have a strong feel that the chest contains a hidden danger. The potion of trap detection is working well. You stand to one side of the chest and lift the lid with your sword, holding it at arm's length. As the lid rises, an iron ball hanging on a cord swings back and breaks a glass capsule fixed inside the lid, instantly releasing a gas. Fortunately, you have time to jump back without inhaling the poisonous fumes. Once the gas is cleared, you walk back into the chest and look inside it. There is a pendant chain lying in the bottom, but somebody has taken the stone from its setting. You feel so annoyed that you throw the chain onto the floor and storm them out of the room up the tunnel. Turn to 230. Oh, I guess maybe this is the way I'm supposed to go, the secret way I'm supposed to go or something. Let's take a look then. If I Throm went for the dwarf, attacked him, then I went this way towards the servant, and this seemed to be where they go north. I guess you have to go this way. Okay, troglodytes. Let's see what this is. Apparently this is going on long, so I'm gonna have to make this a separate file, I guess. So, well, let's just keep going then. Thank you for joining me, Bunnysays. Let's keep going. The tunnel starts to widen, and ahead you see it open into a huge cavern, from where you can hear the sound of many high-pitched voices. You creep up to the entrance and take a look inside. There are about 20 tiny people with long noses and ears running in a circle around a large golden effigy. Okay, that's exactly what the picture is here. Okay, wait, no. Will you walk up and talk to them? Turn to 88. Try to keep past them. 5. Drink a doppelganger potion if you have one. Turn to 385. Let's do that. Because I might be able to get something out of this thing. Let's do the potion. Before we do the potion, let's walk up and talk to him. I'm going to see what happens. I'm sure I'll get attacked. As soon as they see you, the troglodytes raise their bows and run to surround you. To your horror, their leader then steps forward and declares that you are their prisoner, and must subject yourself to the trial by the ancient rite, the run of the arrow. If you're willing to take part in the run of the arrow, turn to 343. If you're able to fight your way out, turn to 268. Let me see what this ritual is. Okay, something while losing one stamina. Okay. In their twittering voices, the troglodytes explain the rules of the run of the arrow. They will shoot an arrow in the distance, and you will be allowed to walk unharmed to the point where it lands. However, you must walk barefoot, and you can see that the floor of the cavern is littered with sharp stones. As soon as you reach the arrow, the troglodytes will start to chase you, and if they catch you, they will kill you. Suddenly, one of the troglodytes releases an arrow high into the air. It lands a long way away, and immediately, the troglodytes urge you to walk towards it. As you walk slowly towards the arrow, you hear the troglodytes screaming silently behind you. On reaching the arrow, you look around to see the troglodytes wave their arms in the air and set off after you. You start running as fast as you can, your feet bleeding from the cuts inflicted by the sharp stones and rocks. You lose one stamina point. Ahead you see an underground river running east to west across the cavern floor with a wooden bridge over it. If you wish to run over the bridge, turn to 318. If you wish to dive in the river, turn to 47. Just dive into the river. Have you got a wooden tube? Yes, I do. Turn to 10. Still running as fast as you can, you reach into your backpack and pull out the wooden tube. You plan to lie under the surface of the water, breathing through the tube. With luck, the troglodytes will assume that you will be swept to your death downriver as the torrent disappears into the depths of the mountain. You seize the tube between your teeth and lower yourself into the water. Heading on to one of your underwater bridge pillars, holding on to one of them, you keep perfectly still for 10 minutes. When you finally think the troglodytes have gone, you rise to the surface and look around. There is nobody to be seen, so you climb out of the river and cross the bridge to the northern bank. Any remaining provisions you may still have are now sodden and inedible. You continue to walk through the vast cavern until at last you see a tunnel in the far wall. You walk down it until you come to a heavy wooden door which is locked. Okay, I have the iron key, but alright, let's go back for a minute. Okay, let's talk to them again. Let's do the trial. Let's fight our way out. Turn to 268. Let's see what that does. Oh, they kill us. Okay. Alright, we just die. Let's talk to them again. Let's take part in the ritual. I want to go to the bridge. 318. After crossing the bridge, you run across the cavern floor. At last, you see a tunnel in the far wall, which you race down until you reach its end. At a heavy wooden door. Oh, okay, that's it, huh? Oh, I wouldn't have lost anything. Oh, good, okay. Well, let's go back and use the troglodyte potion. I mean, the doppelganger potion. Oh, let's try to creep past them. Turn to 5. Test your luck. Oh, 7. Alright, great. That's lucky. Hearing a noise, you glance back and realize you have been spotted. Troglodytes are chasing you, and you never run over the bridge or dive in the river. Okay. Let's go back, and I'm going to use the potion. Okay, drink a doppelganger potion if you have one. Turn to 385. Let's do that. I'm hoping, oh, that's it? Okay. You pour the contents of the glass vial into your mouth and swallow the clear liquid. Although you do not feel any immediate change, you hope that the potion will create the illusion that you are a troglodyte, just like the ones in front of you. Taking a deep breath, you step boldly into the cavern. The troglodytes continue the tribal dance, believing you're one of them. You walk past them casually and head north. Unfortunately, the effects of the potion are short-lived. Suddenly you hear a shriek behind you as one of the troglodytes spot you. You're forced to run across the cavern floor. Ahead you see an underground river running east to west. Oh, it's just that thing. You know what? I'm going to see if I could save the potion. It probably is useful. It's probably not useful at all, but let's talk to him. I'll take the 1 point of damage. I'll take part of the trial. I lose the 1 stamina point, and I'm just going to run right over the bridge. That's it. It says, come to the iron door. I'll do it. And you know what? I'll eat some of my provisions. I only have 4 left, huh? 3 left. Okay, that's good enough. I have the iron key, turn 86. The key turns in the lock and the door opens into a 4-way intersection of the tunnel. There's nothing to be seen, either to the west, either to east or west, apart from the now familiar sailing crystals, giving off their dim light. Suddenly you hear a voice calling you. This way, this way. You're on the right track. It seems to be coming from somewhere directly ahead of you. Your curiosity gets the better of you, and you decide to walk towards the beckoning voice. Turn to 187. Ooh, really? Okay. It's an old guy with a basket with a rope on it. Okay, the tunnel bends sharply to the right, and around the corner, you see a little old man with a long beard, cowering behind a large wicker basket. The basket is tied to a rope, the other end of which disappears into the ceiling. The old man sounds very worried as he says, "Do not attack me, stranger. I pose no threat to you. I am here simply to help you. If you would be so kind as to offer me some sort of remuneration," it should be the N and the M are backwards, "I would gladly haul you up in the basket to the upper level. And believe me, that is where you ought to be. If you wish to give the man something from your backpack for his services, if you'd rather walk past him down the tunnel, turn to 280. Okay, let's place a bookmark here. Let's walk down the tunnel real fast and see what happens. I bet I die. Oh, okay. The tunnel continues east for quite a long way before reaching a junction. The walls, ceiling, and floor of the tunnel leading south are covered with a thick green slime. You decided it would be safer to head north. Turn to 218. Really? Okay. Oh, okay. We're in the room with the warrior's corpse. Really? Okay, I don't want to go this way, I don't think, so. Yeah, let's go back. Well, I was going to go to the basket with him. Okay, let's pay him for his service. I have a gold piece. What will you offer him? If you want to give him a coif of rope, give him the hollow wooden tube. If you want to give him the emerald eye, the ring of wishes, the dagger, the wooden mallet, sapphire, the doppelganger potion, and the mirror, the grappling iron, brass bell, potion of strength. Okay, I'll give him the hollow wooden tube. I'm almost positive I don't need this anymore. You give the old man this item? Sure. There you go. Thank you. Once you've made your payment, there we go. After paying the old man, you climb into the wicker basket and watch as he tilts his head back and shouts, "Pull it up, Ivy." Okay. The rope goes taut and the basket rises directly off the ground. As you are hauled higher and higher, the old man calls out to you saying, "You'll like Ivy. She's a nice girl. We call her Poison Ivy." Oh no. He starts to laugh uncontrollably, and you wonder somewhat apprehensively just who is hauling it up. The basket goes through the ceiling, and you find yourself in a small chamber, face to face with an ugly old female troll. Her face is hairy and covered with warts. With a huge hand, she reaches forward and hauls you out of the basket, which she then lets fall to the floor below. She grabs you around the throat and says in a husky voice, "I want pain too." Will you offer her something from a backpack? Try to talk your way out of giving her anything. Attack her with your sword. Okay, you know what? I'm going to see if I can talk my way out of it. 328. You gaze around Ivy's room, seeing a painting of another troll hanging on the wall. You ask her if he is any relation. Suddenly her mood and expression change. She loosens, it should be her grip on you, and smiles, saying, "Oh yes, that is my dear beloved brother Sourbelly. He's done very well for himself down south in Port Blacksand. He is now an Imperial Guard, Lord Azur's elite troop. We're very proud of him." Ivy stares at the painting and continues to praise her brother. If you wish to slip out of the chamber through the door on the east wall, turn to 125. If you'd rather continue the conversation, turn to 99. Let's continue. Smiling, you tell Ivy that you think she and Sourbelly look very alike. Then, while she stares admiringly at the painting, you pick up a broken stool, creep up behind her, and smash her over the back of the head with it as hard as you can. To your immense relief, she slumps unconscious to the floor. If you wish to search the room, turn to 266. If not, leave by the door in the east tunnel and find yourself standing at the end of a east wall. Find yourself standing at the end of a tunnel. Turn to 305. Okay, let's search the room. You search through the cupboards and boxes in Ivy's room, but you find nothing except an old bone, which you may take with you if you wish. Leaving the chamber by the east door, you find yourself standing at the end of another tunnel. Turn to 305. The tunnel ends in a flight of stone steps leading downwards. From the floor below, you can hear the sound of barking dogs. Have you no bone with you? Yes, I do. If you have, turn to 253. If not, 148. Okay. You take the bone out of your backpack and throw it down the stairs. The barking grows louder, changing to snarls and growls when the bone lands on the floor. You walk slowly down the steps with your sword drawn to see two huge black guard dogs fighting over the bone. You run quickly past them and on down the tunnel. Turn to 315. The tunnel veers sharply to the left and comes to an end at a high wall in which there is a door. You hear a ferocious roar from the other side of the wall, and you wonder what gargantuan beast could make such a noise. If you have a coiled rope and a grappling iron, turn to 129. If not, 245. Now, where am I? Wow, okay. I guess I am going the right way. Alright. You tie the rope to the grappling iron and hurl it over the top of the wall. Its hooks dig into the stone, and you begin to haul yourself up. Peering over the top of the wall, you see an enormous dinosaur-like creature. A monster thrashing about in a sand-covered pit. Its tough hide is a mottled green color, and it stands some 10 meters tall on its muscular hind legs. Rows of razor-sharp teeth lines its gigantic jaws, which open and close with bone-snapping power. There is a large double door in the wall on the far side of the pit, which appears to be the only way out of this section of the dungeon. Will you lower yourself down on the rope into the pit to fight the pit fiend? No, I don't think so. Throw your bone monkey charm into the pit if you have one. Turn to 361. Try to hook the pit fiend with a grappling iron while sitting on the top of the wall. Okay, we're putting the bookmark down. Let's throw our bone monkey charm in. 361. The pit fiend's jaws snap at the monkey charm and pluck it out of the air. Suddenly its jaws spring open again, forced apart from the charm, which has expanded to fill its mouth. Cool. While the pit fiend thrashes around in the pit, trying to get rid of the charm, you lower yourself down into the pit to reach the double doors. In its mad rage, the pit fiend tries to crush you against the side of the wall with its massive body. Test your luck. 4. Nice. I'm lucky. Turn to 82. As the pit feed slams his body against the wall, you let go of the rope and drop safely to the floor. You run towards the double doors and are relieved to feel them swing open as you push them. You let them swing shut behind you and head north along the tunnel. Turn to 214. Turn to 214. Now I'm wondering... I want to go back to that. I want to see what happens if we fight them and stuff like that. Let's take a look. Let's try to hook the pit fiend with the grappling iron first. 167. Okay. Looks like we take 4 damage. And go to... I must fight. Oh, wow. This is going to be one of your toughest fights in your life. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, no. I didn't want the bookmark. What am I doing? No. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's just lower ourselves into the thing and fight. Okay. Lower yourself down at the rope with the pit, because I'm wondering if I kill him if I get something. The pit fiend is one of the most fearsome bites you've ever seen, beasts you have ever seen, and you know this to be one of the hardest fights of your life. Fight. Okay, remember I'm on easy, so I should be able to fight this guy. I have 12 skill. He has 12 skill. He has 15 stamina. Wow, okay. Okay, I won. He has 13 stamina. I have 19. Fight. Okay. 6 and 8. I hit him. It's 11. 6. I rolled a 6. You rolled a 5. I hit him. Nice. 11 and 11. Oh, 10 and 11. We both missed, I think. Oh, no, he hit me. Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry. We both had the same skill. Okay. Alright. I rolled a 12? Oh, I rolled a 10. Okay. Fight. That's a thing, by the way. I realized in the easy mode, you could keep, until you see the thing that says tap to continue, you could keep clicking, or you click a little bit, and you can make the dice flip. So it's sort of like you get an extra chance. So I roll a 6, you roll a 4, I hit him. There we go, 9 and 8. I roll a 9, I hit him. 5. See if it works. You can only do it so many times, obviously. We both missed. Fight. 5 and 4. Did it. I hit him. Fight. 8 and 8. We both missed. Fight. 6 and 7. I hit him. Fight. 11 and 3. 1. There, I did it. I'm triumphant. Excellent. If you defeat this tough beast, turn to 258. Let's do it. You're exhausted and sit down for a rest on the tail of the dead beast. Looking down at your feet, you suddenly notice an iron ring poking up through the sand. If you wish to pull the ring, turn to 95. Do it. The iron ring is attracted to a small trapdoor. I think it's supposed to be attached to. Okay, it lifts up easily. Inside a small compartment, you find a finely crafted shield made of the purest iron. Marveling at its splendor, you strap it onto your arm and gain 1 skill point. Awesome. Turn to 248. The door is open to a tunnel running north. Okay, yeah, 214. Walking along, you see a red line painted across the tunnel floor. Notice a sign on the wall which reads, "No weapons beyond this point." If you wish to abandon any weapons before continuing north, turn to 389. If you'd rather ignore it and carry on north, turn to 181. No weapons beyond this point. Bullshit. Okay, let's put a bookmark here. Well, actually, I think it's the end, so maybe I do have to drop my weapons. But let's ignore it and go to 181. The tunnel leads you into a marble floored hall with pillars rising right up to the ceiling. As you cross the floor, your footsteps echo through the halls. The hairs on the back of your neck start to rise. Start to prickle as you sense unseen eyes watching you. Unknown to you, one of your rivals is hiding behind a pillar. It is the ninja, the deadly assassin dressed in black robes. Without a sound, he steps out from behind your pillar and throws a star-edged disc at your back. Instinctively, an inner voice tells you to duck. Yeah, okay, test your luck. 3. Did it. If you're lucky, turn to 312. The razor-sharp disc whistles past your head and bites deep into one of the pillars. Turning to face your would-be assassin, you prepare yourself as he advances, his long sword drawn. You must fight. If you win, turn to 232. Okay, so yeah, I should have took weapons. Well, maybe if I didn't take weapons, would he have attacked me? Well, let's fight him anyway. He has 9 stamina and 11 skill. Wow, he has a lot of skill. Okay. Fight. 6 and 7, I hit him. Okay. He has 7 stamina. Oh, that's good. 8 and 5. I have 1. Yes. Fight. The 9 and 4. I hit him. He has 3 stamina. Fight. 5 and 5. I hit him. He's 1 stamina. Fight. He rolled. Okay, he rolled an 8. He beat me. Fight. 7 and 10. I hit him. There. He's dead. Triumphant. Excellent. 232. Looking over the ninja, you notice that he possesses many fine blades. If you're unarmed, turn to 286. Oh, so he would have just started attacking me. I probably would have had a fight without weapons. I probably would have been like -4 skill or something. If you still have your weapons, turn to 320. Okay, you decide to search the ninja and find a cloth bag in the folds of his clothes. Inside is a flask of water, some rice wrapped in a palm leaf, a jar of ointment, and a beautiful diamond. Oh, that's how I get the diamond. Okay, rub some of the ointment into your wounds. Okay, let's put the bookmark here in case anything's funny. I'll eat the rice and drink the water. Let's do that. Oh, wait a minute. Rub some ointment into your wounds. Let's eat the rice and drink the water. The ninja's rations are basic, but welcome, and you gain 1 stamina point. If you've not done so already, you may either rub some of the ointment into your wounds, or you can leave the hall by just taking the diamond. I'll rub the ointment into my wounds right now. 269. You empty the contents of the jar into your hand and apply them to your wounds. The healing powers take immediate effect, and you feel yourself growing stronger. You gain 3 stamina points. Okay, you get to leave the hall and just take the diamond, turn to 127. And this is the right way to go. See, I have to go this way because it's the only way you get a diamond. Wow, okay. Turn to 127. I actually, now, I didn't show it going all the way through this, but I actually did pretty well. I was doing okay. I mean, I pretty much played the game almost all the way back past the dwarf, up to this part here, where I showed you I got to the servant there, the thing there. I actually fought through him and did all that stuff. I did all that stuff normal. I didn't realize you could do this stuff with the extra stuff until afterwards. Until, somewhere I was up here, but... So I guess I did okay. I mean, I was doing okay, so... But anyway, let's take the diamond and head north. The only possible way out of the hall as far as you can see is by using the chute in the northern wall. You decide to give it a go and climb into the chute. You slide gently down and merge into another room, landing on your back. Turn to 90. Okay, I'm gonna continue this because this has turned into an entire file by itself. This is going on to 35 minutes, so I'll finish this up here, but I'm going to put this up as another file, and this will be it. So, okay, this will be an entirely separate file. Yeah, so, okay, we're fighting the Blood Beast, and, okay, the Manticore. Now, just again, I just want to show people, if you need to, just to cheat, you can see which way you're supposed to go. Now, I don't think it matters. Oh yeah, okay. Walk along here. Because you get to the jewelite idol, you need the jewels there from there, I think. The rock rub in the mirror, I don't think it mattered. You get to the back pit, and you get the old man. Skeleton, the cellar, trapdoor, goblins. I guess it's here where it turns off. You have to go north. The door with the withered hand and a chained man. That's the deal. You don't go toward the jewel-eyed skull. And that's what, well, actually, maybe you can, but, I don't know. I don't know, because I guess it's at the part where you get to Throm, come up here, and then it's the point where you're with the dwarf. You have to go here and go towards the servant. That's the point where it veers off. Yeah. So up until the point where the dwarf is. Then you have to go over here. Or far to the... I don't know if it says east or west in the game, but to the point where you get to the servant. Then go north. Okay. Alright. So let's fight the Blood Beast. Alright, let's fight. Let's fight. Fight. 7 and 7. I hit him, I think. Yes, I did. He has 8 stamina and 12 skill. Fight. 4 and 8. I rolled an 8. I hit him. There we go. That fight has lasted long enough. That's good. I'll run by him. Okay, now we have to fight the Manticore. I read the poem. Fair Shield, 196. I did it. Okay, let's bookmark it here. Alright, let's fight. Let's go for a real fight here. 17 out of 20 stamina. I have 13 skill. 12 skill plus the 1. And 9 luck out of 13. Let's fight. 7 and 9, I hit him. He has 9 stamina and 11 skill, so I have plus 2 more than him for skill. Fight. 12 and 6, I rolled 12. I hit him. Nice. 2 and 10. Okay, he hit me. Fight. 11 and 2. Okay, I cheated there. 9 and 9. I hit him. Okay, fight. 5 and 5. Okay, I hit him. He has 3 stamina left. 7 and 9. I hit him. Nice, he has 1 stamina left. Alright, 9 and 7. That's okay, we both miss. Fight. 9 and 10. Did I still hit him? Yes, I did. Alright, defeated him. Okay, so I just cheated and got the extra 1 extra hit. And triumphant, excellent. 364, there we go. Here's the egg butt, the gnome. Okay, here we go. Possess an emerald, turn to 31. Yes, I do. Here's your emerald. You have a sapphire, turn to 376. Yes. You found a diamond, turn to 62. Okay, here we go. This is the new part. The gnome, still smiling, says excitedly, "Excellent, just want to go. Do you possess a diamond? If you found a diamond, turn to 62. Yes! This is it. The very end." Unless he cheats me. The gnome jumps in the air, yelling, "Well done! And nobody has ever managed to find all 3 gems before." Oh, God. Now get ready for the final test, which I will explain once and once only. As you can see, the lock on this door has 3 slots labeled A, B, and C, each of which is built to accept a specific gem. What? Okay, hold on. This sounds like a riddle. You have to put one of your 3 gems in each of the slots in the correct order. If you manage this at the first attempt, fine. However, if you put the gems in the wrong slots, you will be blasted by a bolt of energy from the lock, causing you injury. Anyway, as I said, I am allowed to help you a little. If you place 1 gem in its correct slot, but get the other 2 wrong, I shall shout, "1 crown and 2 skulls." If you place all 3 gems incorrectly, I shall shout 3 skulls. You will be allowed to try again and again until you either succeed or die. Are you ready? Oh, okay. That sounds easy. That sounds good. You signal your readiness with a nod of the head and walk forwards to place the 3 gems in the slot. Okay, now you must decide which gems you will place in the labeled slots A, B, and C. Okay. Let's start. Okay, I have diamond, sapphire, and emerald, right? Emerald is red, sapphire is blue. Let's do the old red, white, and blue. Whenever it's that lame. Okay. First slot, let's put the sapphire, emerald. Oh, okay, no. Sapphire, okay, yeah. Emerald, diamond, sapphire. Let's try that. 2016. Oh, wait a minute. You just have time to hear the gnome say 3 skulls before a white bolt of energy shoots from the lock into your chest, knocking you unconscious. You lose 1d6 plus 1 stamina from the energy bolt. No, I thought he would say it before I got blasted. Okay, well, let's roll one die. 1. Yes. I took 3 stamina damage. If you're still alive, let's try again. Okay, apparently emerald, diamond, sapphire. Okay, all 3 were wrong. Okay, so well, it doesn't matter my adventure sheet because I have 3 provisions left and my potion of strength left, so I'm doing okay. So this wouldn't matter. Okay, so if all 3 of these are wrong, that means let's start with the very first one. Let's change it to diamond. If it's not, then it's obviously sapphire. No, you know what? Let's try sapphire first. Okay, so what do I think? Sapphire, emerald, diamond, or sapphire, diamond, emerald? Let's try that. Sapphire, diamond, emerald. Turn to 249. Okay, I blasted. You just have time to hear the gnome say 1 crown and 2 skulls before a white bolt of energy shoots from the lock into your chest, knocking you unconscious. Okay, roll 1 die. 1. That's good, I lost 3 damage. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have did the same and only changed the first thing. Oh, what was I thinking? Okay, no. Diamond was still in the same place, and only emerald and sapphire changed, and I got 1 right. So, if the first time I had all 3 wrong, then none of them in the correct place. The diamond is still in the wrong place. That means... Yeah, okay. That means the sapphire and the emerald are in the right place. So... And the diamond is in the wrong place. So the diamond should be in the middle. So let's try sapphire, emerald, diamond. Let's say 177. If it's not, then it's obviously... Diamond has to be at the end, I believe. Yeah. Right now, it could be at the beginning. Okay, let's do this. Let's not confuse myself. Sapphire, emerald, diamond. All I know right now is the diamond can't be in the middle. And the sapphire and the emerald are in their first or third place. Okay. So if I do this now and do sapphire here, then it's wrong. And I know the sapphire is at the end. The emerald is at the end. Sapphire is in the middle. Diamond's in the front. Okay. Okay, you have time to hit the gnome yell 3 crowns. Yeah, before the lock clicks open. I did it. As the heavy door swings slowly outwards, the gnome rushes towards it, hurling the glass ball at your feet. Green gas escapes from the broken glass, and you try to avoid inhaling it. What? Okay. Hold on. Place a bookmark. What is going on here? 5. Okay, there we go. Oh, I had 9. Okay, I would have did it. Okay. I'm lucky. Turned to 243. What's going on? Covering your nose and mouth with your hand to avoid breathing in the gas, you follow the gnome through the open door. You enter another tunnel, at the end of which is the welcome sight of daylight. Much to your surprise, you see the gnome lying dead halfway down the tunnel. A crossbow bolt protrudes from the side of his head. The gnome, in his bid for freedom, has fallen foul of Baron Succumvit's final trap. Oh, he was trapped there too, huh? And he was waiting for someone to come along with the gems. Why would... Oh, so he could run through. You walk past him and out into the brilliant sunshine, turned to 400. That's it. As soon as you appear at the tunnel exit, a large crowd of people begins to cheer and shout. You walk down a path lined with jubilant people towards a small rostrum, and there, sitting under a colorful bamboo umbrella, is Baron Succumvit. He looks astonished, as if he never expected anybody to come through his Deathtrap dungeon alive. Now, the secret of Fang is known. As the Baron rises from the chair, you climb the steps to the rostrum, bow down before him, and watch as his cold eyes stare at you in utter disbelief. You smile grimly as he offers you his outstretched hand. To the deafening noise of the cheering people of Fang, Baron Succumvit opens a chest containing a prize of 10,000 gold pieces. Yes, you did it. Then he places a laurel crown on your head and proclaims you the champion of Deathtrap Dungeon. The end. That's it. Some music. Right, there we go. Finally, we get to the end. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a little extra long, but that's okay. We're going for it, and you did it with a little help. That's okay. I just wanted to finally get to the end and see what was going on. I really wanted to just know the correct path. I was wondering where these gems were and stuff, so... Okay, thank you for joining me. I'm glad if you followed me through the whole game. Thank you for that. I hope it was fun, just to see the end and see what was going on. So, we're finally done. In the next one, I think I will do City of Thieves. I don't think it's as bad as Deathtrap Dungeon. I think I remember Deathtrap Dungeon being the sort of worst a little bit, because you have to follow that exact correct path. In these games, or at least, well, City of Thieves, I don't think you have to go, like, in an exact way. Just some ways are a little more dangerous than the others, you know? You know, you might take more damage one way or less damage another way, I believe. Depending upon what choices you make. But, anyway, thank you for persevering and continuing on all the way through. We got revenge for Throm and got vengeance. We made it through, and so thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. So I did. I really enjoyed this. It's sort of a fun blast from the past to see what's going on and play these again. So thank you for joining me. I'm Bunnysays, and goodbye for now. Oh, by the way, I'll say one last thing. If you like it, if you like the whole thing, the series there, please like and subscribe so I'll know to... I'm going to do the other ones anyway, it won't matter, but it helps. They say it helps to say it. I can't remember when the last time I said it, so I'm saying it now. So thank you, and goodbye for now. Goodbye.